Welcome sir to Leaders Speak Facebook Live series of Tata Power. We would like to start by asking you, how is Tata Power ensuring constant supply of power amidst this crisis?
Let me tell the viewers that Tata Power is present in 6 different states and managing more than 7,000 megawatts of power. We are sitting in Mumbai right now where we manage our Trombay thermal station. We have 3 hydro units in the Western Ghats of Maharashtra. We have a bigger station, ultra mega power plant at Mundra in Gujarat. We are in Prayagraj, which is in UP, which is again a supercritical power plant, over 2000 megawatts. We are at Maithan in Jamshedpur in Jharkhand. We are also in Orissa and in the state of West Bengal, where we manage gas-based stations and thermal stations. So we have about 5,000 employees who are working round the clock, of which 500 are permanent employees and 4,500 allied workforce. Let me come back to your question. As you know, we are about 105 years old company. And in our journey of over a century, we have weathered many storms, and each time we have come out strong and resilient organization. Having said that, let me get into more specifics. To successfully take up any new situation caused by any adversity, 2 strong pillars are required. That is the team, a committed team, and strong processes. We at Tata Power, business continuity and disaster management plan is in place. And when we sensed the onslaught of COVID-19, with the directives from the management teams, quickly modified the standard operating procedures which are required to face this invisible enemy. Let me understand and tell you what exactly we did. Teams were reorganized, looking at the critical, non-critical, essential, non-essential requirements of both people and activities. Only people that were needed in the office were identified, shift schedules were modified, rota system was introduced to reduce the footfall in the office. With this, we had only about 50% of the people who were coming to office, and rest of the team was put on the bench, which can be utilized in case of any emergency situation. We put in various administrative procedures which changed the logistic arrangement, canteen and housekeeping facilities. New safety and security measures were put in place considering the new regime and social distancing norms. All these new norms were communicated to all the stakeholders. Special training sessions we carried out for the awareness of the new way of working, especially for our allied workforces. Teams were largely satisfied by the proactive measures taken by the management to modify the safety, hygiene, social distancing norms, and they really felt safe and secure in the new condition. And then it became very easy to run our plants without any glitch whatsoever.
What measures is Tata Power taking to ensure the health and safety of employees deployed on the field?
For Tata Power, our frontline teams are the warriors and real heroes. For us, safety and well-being of our teams is very, very important. Safety is our core value and which is non-negotiable. We were the first few in the industry to introduce all the new safety, hygiene and social distancing norms, not only at our plants but also in our colonies. As we already discussed earlier, our admin teams modified logistics, canteen, housekeeping and sanitation norms. The security team ensured that every person entering our premise is checked through thermal scanners. Self-declaration was provided for ensuring their health and also that they have not met any COVID positive patient. Spatial arrangements were made to keep our allied forces in-house so that they are not coming in contact with any potential COVID-19 patient. Medical teams ensured availability of all the PPEs, ambulance and other emergency measures, and they provided guidance through the team from time to time. Relieving teams, we ensured that they maintain social distancing norms, and also the area is getting disinfected before the new things take over. During initial phase, there was some shortage of sanitizers and disinfectants. Our chemical teams in the plants chipped in and developed the in-house items till the supplies were normalized. Teams also made few innovative ideas to see that the touch points are avoided wherever multiple users need to use the facility, like water taps and sanitizers. Use of e-meetings instead of physical meetings became a new norm. Teams quickly learned how to work in the new normal situation, and they feel safe and secure to work in this environment. I'm really proud to share with you that in true Tata spirit of giving back to the society, teams not only learned the new norms, but they also volunteered to go around the communities and make the awareness campaigns to tell people about the importance of using masks, washing hands, and use of sanitizers. And few places they even distributed daily needs from their own pockets.
How did the generation team meet such a large variation in demand and ensure uninterrupted supply to the consumers of Mumbai city during PM's 9 Baje 9 Minutes initiative?
Honorable PM's initiative of 9 Baje 9 Minute was a great idea to unite the nation in our fight against COVID. It created a huge awareness amongst the countrymen and about the seriousness of the pandemic. That this was a real stress test for the power plant engineers and the load dispatch centers across the country, who have the responsibility of maintaining the grid stability by maintaining voltage and frequency within a particular band to avoid any damage to the electrical equipment. The sudden drop in load expected due to this initiative was huge and unprecedented, and the actual was much more than 2 times. Entire power engineers and load dispatcher community need to be congratulated for the excellent planning, coordination, anticipation and use of technology while managing the grid in this particular situation. This was probably one of the highest load drops seen across the globe. And during this time, our entire senior team with this, our plant heads were present there in the control rooms to look for any abnormality, and they would help the team to take care of it. And this is a fantastic test case for study by the subject experts to work on future requirements in the load variation due to implementation of new renewable energy sources which are going to take over from the conventional energy sources.
What were the challenges faced to ensure constant supply of electricity, and how did you mitigate those challenges?
Any new situation which requires radical changes in the way we conduct our business definitely throws new challenges, and this pandemic situation was no different. As I said, changes from the STRET processes throws enough challenges. Communicating and implementing new work schedules, changes in work methodology, logistics, safety and hygiene practices, and social distancing norms was like changing in our culture and set habits. We all know how difficult and painful it is to adjust to a new situation, and that too almost overnight. I must congratulate our support staff for organizing, managing and implementing those changes in the shortest possible time. Having said that, managing and motivating the teams on the ground or toiling round the clock, providing 24/7 interrupted supply, to adopt them to the new situation was a real challenge. And it's great that this team did it so efficiently. Managing a light force which is huge in number has a different set of challenges, like providing new logistic supports for them, hygiene and safe stay. So we, as I said earlier, we provided safe stay for critical team within our plant premises. Supply chain management, especially coal, consumable spares, was also a challenge. But with the help of government support, as will are part of essential services, coal supplies were normalized both by rail and road mode, barring few initial glitches. Another major challenge was ash disposal. This was tackled by our teams depending on the situation on the ground, having different set of actions, again taking due care of the environmental norms. We transitioned to the digital culture. Getting used to e-meetings instead of physical meetings was also a task. Support teams did a fantastic job of functioning from home and providing the required support for the teams which are there on the ground. Managing cash flow is one of the biggest challenge, as revenues are getting dried up, as DISCOMs are not paying on time, and a lot of efforts are being done by the teams to ensure the cash flow from DISCOMs and other customers so we can maintain our activities.
What are some of the key highlights or key learnings of your team during the lockdown?
Any new situation throws new challenges and makes one think differently. We need to be agile and adaptive to quickly learn and adapt to the new normal situation to come out as winners. As you said, let me highlight few key learnings which will impact the way we do business going forward. I think one of the most critical thing is we need to work from home can be a practical solution to minimize footfall and improve productivity. This can be a new business model going forward. Use of digital and technology intervention to make work from home effective and efficient, and also to see otherwise how the people who are on the ground can be helped digitally. Teams on the ground are very critical assets for any organization, and they're going to decide the success with the commitment and determination. We also need to relook at how we optimize the numbers with technology intervention. Communication is going to be the key to maintain the morale and the team spirit. Use of social media can be looked at to make it more effective. We are still in the COVID-19 situation, and going forward, there are more learnings. We need to look at cyber security, security and visitor management, office arrangement and office etiquettes. Maybe we'll have to look at some of the air conditioning systems and maybe few more things.
Would you like to give any message for all the Tata Power frontliners braving this pandemic and making India proud?
We at Tata Power believe that our employees are real assets and our best ambassadors. We take pride in having the most committed and dedicated frontline teams. Presently, as you know, for last more than a month, they are toiling extra hours to see that the countrymen are safe and our critical installations and homes and hospitals have 24/7 reliable power supply. A lot has changed in this world in last 2 months, as everyone is trying to understand and adjust to the new reality of life and to the new routine, rhythm and work environment. And this is a time, I think, where our tenacity is being tested. I had a lot of e-town halls as a new technology intervention with my colleagues who are there at our various units across the country, and was amazed by the positivity and the determination that they have shown. Their readiness to go an extra mile to meet the requirement of the new normal situation. I suggest my teams to practice yoga and pranayama to have the positivity and good mental health in this time when there's huge negativity around and a lot of uncertainty. I want to express my deep gratitude not only to our teams but especially to the families who are giving the unconditional support at this testing time. I salute to the teams for their determination, sacrifice, and the true patriotism. I am confident together we will win.